We're a game away from the World Series starting. We got to give our predictions. I want to know who you think is winning, how many games, and who is your MVP.
Just know that I want to know yours as well.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
It's coming.
All right. My prediction for the World Series is that the series does get back here.
Okay.
I think we're coming back here.
All right.
And I think the Astros win in 6.
Okay.
I do believe the big advantage comes in those games in Philly where they don't have their great starting pitchers ready to go. They're using them here. So as I mentioned, the Phillies need to win one here.
Yeah.
But then the series really shifts when you get to Philly, and they do have a big home field advantage, but they won't have their pitchers, their best guys going. So I think the Astros can get it done. I think they do it in 6, but I can't stress enough. I said it earlier. This series is Goliath versus Goliath. These are two absolute studs going at it. These are two franchises and two organizations that have MVPs, they have silver sluggers, they have studs in a rotation. Like, this is going to be a lot of fun. So I think Astros get it done. First question you ask.
Yep.
I think it's in 6 games.
Okay.
Second question you ask. MVP.
Yeah.
I'm going Alex Bregman.
I am so surprised you did not say your brother.
There was yeah.
He's got some high odds.
He's got very high.
Good odds.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm going Alex Bregman.
All right.
I
Why?
think, well, one, he's heating up at the plate, and I don't know how to explain this, and it might not even come out and make sense, so wish me luck here.
Good luck.
I can't get out of my head since 2019. I was sitting right there behind home plate when Alex Bregman came up, and the series was tough because the Astros had lost the first 2 games here, and then it goes to D.C., and Bregman comes up in a pivotal time in the series with the bases loaded, and he hit a grand slam, and it just, like, what he has continually done for this team in the playoffs against the best of the best. He's done it against some great pitchers throughout the years. I remember it coming like when Chris Sale was on top of his game in Boston, he took Chris Sale deep over the monster, and he's continually done it against aces. I think Bregman gets a homer here in one of the first 2 games off of Wheeler or Nola. And I think, look, he's been hitting well in the first 2 series. He hit .333 in both series, a double in each of them. He's driving the ball, has really good at-bats. I think Alex Bregman to win MVP on the biggest stage is the way to go.
I mean, his 15 World Series RBI are the most by any active player. So you know he can get it done. I'll give you that. Yeah.
All right. I am excited for this because I have no idea what your prediction is. So, Alex, nobody would tell me. I tried to get it so I could have a rebuttal ready.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I am taking the Phillies in 7 games. They have that playoff magic. They are going to come back here, and they're going to get it done. Bottom line. That's what it is. And my MVP? Bryce Harper. The MVP in all of our hearts right now.
Well, no,
in the world's heart. What do you mean? You said he's the most underrated player. You know you like him.
But he's not the MVP in my heart.
Okay, that's true. I'll give that to your brother.
Like my heart is a sacred place.
Yeah, I
Don't
got it.
put an MVP in there for me.
Fine. Deal. But yeah, I'm taking Phillies in 7.
Okay.
Bryce Harper MVP.
I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Why? What's your thought process on how this series plays out?
Once the postseason started, we saw the Phillies turn into a completely different team. They have that special postseason magic that one team always seems to pick up at one point. I thought it was going to be a couple different teams throughout this entire playoffs, but it was the Phillies through and through. I think they're clicking on all cylinders, and if the pitching can show up, if they can go deep into games, their bats have been red hot, led by Bryce Harper and Hoskins. I think they have what it takes. I think they have the grit. I think they have I just think they have it this year, and they're going to get it done.
I will say, if the Phillies do win this series,
yes,
I think it's in 7 games.
Yes.
The reason being, you look at this series and the way it shapes out. You got their 2 studs going in the first 2 games, right?
Yep.
And I mentioned how important it's going to be for them to win one of those first 2 games. If they win one of those, then you go back home tied, right? That's where I mentioned, and we both agreed, that the home field advantage there is going to be insane. So maybe they don't have their best guys going on the mound, but there's a realistic world in which that home field advantage gets them 2 out of 3 games there, right? So then there's a world in which they come back here for 6 and 7, and you know, the Astros will have one of their guys going in Game 6, either Justin or Framber.
Yeah.
Then Game 7's always a toss-up. So
It is.
I don't think that your prediction is terrible by any means.
I don't think your prediction is terrible by any means.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Look at us. So that's our World Series prediction. Astros in 6 for me. Phillies in 7 for you. I have Bregman as my MVP. You have Bryce Harper as your MVP and in your heart.
Yep.
So there's a lot going on there in your heart.
Don't tell Mike Trout that.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you love Flippin Bats, swinging 3-0, or just talking ball, join us. Call us at 213-537-9339 with your questions. We have a weekly guest, and we have a lot of fun, so hit that subscribe button.